Today, we're talking about the differences between the first child and the second child. Oh, welcome to the latest episode of Parental Composure. I'm Keith, filling in for your boy Mike Ayers and mother of the decade. I don't know why just the decade. Maybe the millennia. Elise. But today, because I'm filling in, I also have convinced my lovely wife, Veronica, to participate one more time. I don't know how many times she's going to keep doing this because I think she enjoys her days where she doesn't have to see me during the middle of the day. So this is kind of an awkward thing, and maybe I'm stealing some of her time. But hi, Veronica. How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah? Good day today?
Yeah, pretty good, Went to the pool. It's been hot outside, so it was a good idea. So, yeah.
All right, super. I didn't get to go to the pool today. Josh, did you go to the pool today? No. All right, okay. So that maybe that will segue nicely into this conversation, because this really isn't about the kids, because they don't have anything to do with it. This is really about, Veronica, you and I, right? And we are probably very similar to other parents in this regard. So we're going to talk about the differences between your first child, our first child, and our second child, because there are things that we do for our first child that I don't think we've ever done for our second child. Mm-hmm. But let me put some numbers up on the screen, and I want to see if you can guess what these are. So, Josh, let's put the number 200 up on the screen. Okay. And now let's put the number 32 up on the screen. So we have the number 200 and the number 32. Veronica, give me your best guess as to what I'm talking about with those two numbers.
Number of, pictures of the first one compared to the second one?
Bam! In the album for our daughter, there are 200 photos. Now, this doesn't count all the other places that we've put photos of her, just in the one that's named after her. The one that's named after my son has 32 pictures.
Oh, yeah. Well,
we do actually love him.
Gotta run after kid number two. Taking pictures of what's cute becomes more like, let's not, turn on the burner on the stove and light the house on fire, usually. That's what our son has been doing lately. He's been stove like, wee, I'm going to turn this on. And, yeah, you're not going to take a picture of that, that's for sure.
Yeah, okay, so that leads me into the next one. All right, so Josh, can you put the number 6,222 up on the screen? There's no comma in there. That's fine, right? This is New Age math. I'm sure this is part of Common Core. Do we still do that? Whatever. No comma. That's fine. It's 6,222. And now put the number 4 up on the screen.
Uh-oh.
So what do we do 6,222 times a day with our first child that we would do 4 times with our second child?
Oh, my. That's hard. Boy, I'm having a hard time. I don't know.
This is the approximation, because 6,222 seems like an awful exact number. I'm just approximating, okay? But this is the number of times that we yell at our daughter to not do something versus the number of times we yell at our son to not do something.
Well, sure. The second one is looking on thinking, yeah, they keep getting in trouble. I'm not going to do that. And they play off each other. I know this as a twin. I'm technically the younger of a set of identical twins, and my mom always said that I watched my sister do something, and then I was like, no, that's okay, I'm not going to do that. So I'm quite aware. Oh, yes, they do it, and they know what they're doing. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have 2 older brothers and a younger sister, and I am, because you know this, because we're married, right? I am an angel. Right? You can see the halo. Like, look, this is not a bald spot, right? It's a halo. And you know that it's there. So the number of times that my mother and father would have to yell at my 2 older brothers was probably off the charts. But because I'm a saint, the number 4 is actually too high.
Oh, it's too high, is it? Okay. I'm not sure about that, but, I think I see a crack in that halo as well.
Oh, well, I guess that's true. Okay, let's try this one. This one will be kind of funny. I don't know if you'll get this one. because it's. Let me just put this up there. So Josh, throw up the number 695, and then the number 323. Because this is sort of, that I like to compete. So this is sort of a competition. Now remember, we're on the same team, so we're not competing against each other. And this is about first child's versus second child's. 695, 323.
Oh, man. I don't know. Number of times you let the kid win, or I don't know.
No, this is actually 695 is actually the number of pictures that my sister and her husband have of their first child. And the number 323 is the number of pictures that they have of their second child.
Yes, let's just say they're very good at documenting what their girl's doing, which, by the way, they're adorable. So it's really cute, but they are on it. I don't know how they keep up. I can't do that.
Yeah. Okay. So one more, right? One more. Josh, you don't have these numbers. Veronica, I'm just going to tell you these numbers. Okay. So the first one is 52. The second one is 0.
For the second one, huh? I don't know.
Okay, this was the number of pictures that we took, one per week, for 52 weeks, the first year of our daughter's life, and the number of times we did that with our son.
Oh, it's so true. You don't do it anymore. It becomes, part of it's just like, it sounds so odd to say this to people, but you actually don't have time to do that anymore. I don't anyway. I don't know how other folks do it. Good for them. I honestly don't have time to do that.
Okay, this is actually the last one. So when you think about, so this also happens, right? So in our children's bedrooms, right? In our oldest's room, she has shelves. On the shelves, she has her baptism candle. She has the little, it's not a crown, the little headband thing that she wore. She's got the rosary. She's got the Saint Gemma that the priest gave her. She has the signed, autographed copy of the Star Wars poster. She has Yoda. She has the geisha, right? She has her seat, right? And she's got a dresser, and she has big posters up on the wall. You go into my son's his bedroom. You go into my son's bedroom. He's got shelves with trophies from me in college, a yarn Steelers thing, a book about the 2006 World Cup that Italy won, and that's it.
Yep. Oh, it's funny that you bring this up, because I've been thinking about how I need to make his room more complete. We have things to hang up. There's actually a beautiful carved wooden cross about his baptism from your mom that I need to hang up. There's some little stuffies that need a better display. Oh, there are so many things. And honestly, his closet is full of more things that I haven't dealt with than hers. So, yeah, when you have the second kid, suddenly those things just don't seem as important, And that's okay. Because some of it is just that, you're doing like actual stuff, downstairs or out in the world or whatever. But some of it is just you're tired, or you don't need the help of the first one while you do it all, too.
Yeah, I think you nailed it, because I think the tired part is one of it, because I think I said this on a different podcast. I forgot how tired I was when she was little, because by the time our son was born, she was basically sleeping through the night. And so you weren't sleeping, and I think I said this. You weren't sleeping because you were pregnant, but I was sleeping. And that first night when we brought him home and he started screaming and wouldn't stop, I almost lost it. And thank goodness my mom was there. But right, because that was helpful. But I think what you hit on, I think most parents understand. Because I definitely, and I know you do too, we love our son, right, just as much as we love our daughter. But when she was by herself, she was the only thing. And he's never going to be by himself because she's always there. And so it's just not the same, like setting him down to take pictures because she's running around basically ruining everyone's life. So,
Or at least making it more difficult than it has to be. Yeah.
yeah. So as the second child, anything that you would like, any knowledge you would like to impart on other, people that are in the same situation about, being the second child?
Well, I think actually it's not even that like it's any information. I think actually it was kind of good for me to be the second kid in a lot of ways. And I will say that I've learned that I still need yet more patience as a parent, but it made me a more patient person like out in the world to be the second kid because I'm not bothered by being stuck in traffic or in a big line at a store or an airport. I'm used to waiting to get something because sometimes I was waiting and I was always waiting. And that included sharing a lot of stuff. Like when I went to college and shared a room with a roommate, it was like, okay. Because I never had my own room. And I honestly, I didn't even have my own car at that point. So I didn't have a giant amount of, I'm not sure what the word is, like feeling like of things being totally mine. For quite a while because I always had someone else that was vying for attention or things or what have you. So yeah, I mean, I feel like it just made me more flexible in ways that maybe it wouldn't have been if I was an only kid or if I was the older one.
Yeah. So you heard it here, folks, first, right? My wife and I would not be married if she was the older sibling because she would not have developed the commensurate amount of patience that it takes for her to share a household and a life with me. So with that, right, thanks for joining us today, right? Please subscribe if you like the content, hit the notification bell, follow us on Facebook, follow us on ourcommunitynow.com. We talk about all kinds of things, stories that matter to you, stories that matter to your local community, and stories that matter to you that are happening around the country. So thanks again, Veronica, for joining me. I'm very happy that we were able to spend some time together again today to go through this. And for those of you out in the audience, have a great rest of your week, and we'll see you on the other side.